gentlemen, Ferrari CEO, Mr. Amedeo Felisa.
Good afternoon to all of us, and thank you to be here for the presentation, the unveiling of our latest vehicle. As you probably know, the strategy of Ferrari in enhancing our product range is to have at least one new model every year. 2014 was the California T, 2015 will be the 488. The special of the 488 is the fact that it's the rear mid-engine V8 for Ferrari. And this is the model which is the most iconic for us. And all the engineers are trying to do their best in order to get on the cars the best solution, the best technology, in order to have racing performances, but anyway with a car that you can drive in an easy way on the road. So in order to get that kind of goal achieved, the 488 is a completely new car, new in style, new engine, new aerodynamic solution, patented, that gives to us what at the end is a motion of driving that is typical for Ferrari cars. But let me explain to you what are the background that have the Ferrari engineer to get that kind of cars. For sure is racing. Racing is not only the F1 or the endurance. Probably you know that the 458 GT has won the two latest championships on the endurance, and in 2014 we have won more or less all the classic cars endurance, from Le Mans to all the others, Daytona and all the others. But I think what is special for us is the fact to have what we call the XX program. This is a program that is running from 10 years and is dedicated to our best and loyal customer. And we use that kind of test that we can do with them on the racing in order to pre-develop the solution, or anyway to test with them how they interact with the cars, how they react to the performance of the cars, in order to get them the possibility to take the cars at the lead. I think the XX program is the real benchmarking we are using in order to get the best performances on reliable and manageable cars. I was saying that the rear mid-engine V8 for Ferrari is an iconic one. Probably you remember we started to open that segment in 1975 with the 308, and time to time we have continued to upgrade and to enhance the performances of that model. Just to give to you some example, the 308 that was the mother of all the next cars was 75 with more or less 275 horsepower. Then let me recall the 360 Modena that was the early 2000, was 25 years later, and the car got 400 horsepower, and then we have the 458, 9 years later, with 570 horsepower, and the 458 is the more awarded Ferrari ever done. So let me speak of the characteristic of the 488. For sure the engine, as all the Ferrari, the engine is specific, is a completely new engine, turbo. The power is 670 horsepower. Specific power means 170 horsepower per liter. But if you deal with turbo, it's not important the top power or the specific power. But it's important how to manage that kind of power. You know that increasing the power, you have to fight with another characteristic of the engine, the turbo engine, which is the turbo lag, the time to response. What is very special of the new V8 Ferrari is the fact that we have as a time of response 0.8 seconds. That means the new engine is more or less exactly the same of the natural inspired engine. And the second characteristic, which is specific of that engine, is the sound. The soundtrack of the engine is exactly what you expect on the Ferrari cars. very deep and then growing as the pace of the car grows. I think that putting together the three characteristics, specific power, turbo lag and sound, the V8 of Ferrari, the turbo V8, is out of the market. Everyone which is as of today turbo on the market will be overwhelmed by our new engine. Thank you for the attention, and after the picture I think you can have a look at the real car.